Okay, hi. If you're like me, you don't know very much about boats, and every year it comes around winterize time, and you have no idea how to winterize your boat. Well, I just bought a 2009 Challenger Seadoo 180. It's a 215 horsepower engine, a Rotax engine, and I've been looking through the owner's manual, looking on the internet for the one best way to be able to winterize it, because you've got to get the water out of the exhaust manifold. Now, this is not a supercharged boat. However, this procedure I think works on the supercharged ones, but ask an expert. Now, the first thing you'll need is you'll need a hose, about a piece of hose about a foot in length. Okay. And what I've done is I've gone to Lowe's and I've simply bought 3/4 inch hose barbs. It's got a male end on one side and a female end on the other. The purpose of this is you have a flush valve at the back of your boat that you can attach a 3/4 inch hose to and pump water through it in case you were taking your Seadoo in the ocean and you would get rid of salt or shells or etc. or sand. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that capability to flush the entire exhaust manifold with water. We're going to flush it with our marine RV antifreeze. Okay, so you'll need a pipe about a foot long with a male and a female end. You'll need about a 2-gallon bucket, 2 gallons of RV marine antifreeze. And then I went to Lowe's, and in order to pull the antifreeze out of the bucket, I needed to buy myself a sump pump. Now, this sump pump is a C-Sense 800 gallon per hour sump pump. It's probably overkill for the job, but basically I bought a hose with it, about an 8 to 10 foot hose. The idea is you attach the hose to the sump pump and ratchet it down, and then when you put the sump pump in the bucket, it'll suck out all of the RV marine antifreeze, wash out the entire exhaust manifold with the antifreeze, and then you basically winterize your boat without having to do the elongated procedure in the manual, which says take off hoses and front clamp hoses, etc. Some other things you're going to need for this is, I've already shown you the pipe. You'll need a male end on one end, and the other end can just be open because it's going to attach to the sump pump. You'll need clamps for that. You'll also need some sort of a screwdriver set in order to tighten the clamps. I'm using an actual small ratchet set here. And then I've got an extra battery. You don't necessarily need an extra battery. I just had this sitting around. You could actually extend the wires on your sump pump and you could run them to the battery on your boat and it would work as well. Or you could run it off a car, I guess. Anyway, so that's all the pieces that we're going to need for today. The next step I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you how to attach this to the flush valve at the back of the boat, and then we'll do another video to show you how to actually do the flushing. So follow me over here. I'm hoping you can see this, but in the engine, back of the engine here, there's a flush valve here that sticks out, or basically a 3/4 inch hose attachment. You need a male attachment for that. I highly recommend you don't use a metal attachment on the end of your pipe because you don't want to wreck the threads on the boat. You'd rather wreck the threads on the actual pipe you're using. Now, to attach this, the reason why I made it a foot in length is you're going to have to turn it around to attach it. So you just insert it in. And attach it so it's tight and snug. And now I'm all set to attach my male end of my pipe for my my antifreeze, and I'll be all set. And we'll shut down now for a minute or two while I set up the rest of the set up here so that we can pump the antifreeze through the boat.